Hey you guys, it's Britt tonight. We're here with a little update on Allinwithari. I had a quick update and then also some follow-up thoughts. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so if you're clicking on this video or if you're a subscriber of mine, chances are you know who Allinwithari is. She has a channel here on YouTube and she has been the center of a lot of discussion among some of the smaller commentary channels because of the way that she is producing content. In my opinion, and in the opinion of many others that I've heard from, she is exploiting homelessness. She is making homelessness look like it's some free lifestyle and it's glam and it's going to Starbucks and it's going to Target and it's cute and fun, and that's just not what it's about. And she's making an insane amount of money off of using things like living in my car, a nice break from car life. Then if you go to some of her older ones, a raw moment, car life tips, sugar daddy, the struggles are real, living in my car, homeless in California. Here's the thing that I will say. If you're a person, doesn't matter, man, woman, whatever, and you are legitimately living out of your car and you are homeless and you come to YouTube and you tell your story and that is your genuine truth, people are going to put the pieces together and realize that it's your actual truth. But if there are half-truths, or if this is being done for clicks, views, money, attention, people are also going to put those pieces together, and that's exactly what happened with this channel, Allinwithari. And she, at this point, is not even giving all of these people that subscribe, she's not even really giving them content. Her last video was 4 days ago. And that was, I made a new friend today, where she's basically just walking up and down the beach and she thinks, I guess she's like a wildlife adventurer now. She's showing all of these little animals and it's nothing to do with anything that people want to hear about. So that video is not worth me reacting to. But I do want to talk about something because there are a few people who are still just totally in with her story. They're believing everything that she has to say, so on and so forth. And something that I've heard from those people is also what I want to talk about in this video. And that's the idea of, well, she doesn't owe you or anyone else information. If that's part of her past, that's part of her past. She doesn't owe anyone anything. And while typically I could get on with that, the problem is that she has made her life of allegedly being homeless her entire channel. So if Ari, and I don't even know, should I be calling her Ronnie? Should I be calling her Ari? Tell me your thoughts down below. I'm going to call her Ari for this video. But if she would have come on here and she was some kind of like beauty blogger or doing like a cooking show or something completely unrelated to putting out this really heavy sad fishing story, putting out claims against her ex-boyfriend, saying that she had to escape Arkansas and, you know, basically do like a runaway mission to get away from this really dangerous guy who was allegedly mistreating her very badly. And then she brought her family into it and she was talking poorly about her grandmother, who's not even around to defend herself anymore. She threw shade at her dad. She made it her choice to not only put her life on the internet, but she also involved other family members. And the common thread is that she is using the quote bad parts of her life to tell people why she's allegedly homeless, even though I'm not even buying that at this point anymore. So she does owe people an explanation. Do I think she needs to go into every specific detail of every little thing? No, I don't. But I do think that when there are such allegations that have been shown in official court documents where her own child was not even safe in her care, I do think that those need to be answered. And I think that they should have been answered a long time ago. And I think that's also the tricky thing about being, putting your life out on the YouTube. When you start to share so much of your life and your family members, and this drama happened, and this is why I had to run away, and this was so-and-so is being mean to me. When you're bringing all of those things to your channel and you're making your content around these things, then you have already opened the door. And when people figure out more to what your life story is, and they start to put those pieces together, you not only have people that are curious, but you also have people that donated because she was exploiting homelessness. And usually with someone like Ari, once the cracks start to show, it's impossible to backpedal fast enough in order to save your ass. So her best bet would have been to, as soon as those documents were, released and started to be talked about on YouTube, her best bet would have been to immediately make a video. Let's be honest, she's not editing, anything like that, even though she likes to say that she edits and this is her thing now and whatever. She's not editing to the point where it would take her more than a day to produce a video. She should have come out with her side of the story, been as transparent as she could be without, giving away a lot of info about her child, so that people could hear her side of the story. But when you run from it and you ignore it and you delete questions with people asking questions about it, or you're just ignoring comments from people who have reviewed the documents for themselves, it makes you look like you don't want to talk about it because you know that the truth is not going to make you look any better. And I find it really interesting because 2 weeks ago, she put out that video, The Truth is Coming, and that is her second most viewed video aside from Being Exposed. So that video was not the truth. It was not addressing people's main concerns, the main issues, the main questions. It was a bunch of fluff and filler that some people ate up with a spoon, but a lot of us just kind of rolled our eyes and kept it, moving on, having the same image of her as we did before this video came out, because it did not clear up anything. It didn't help her in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it made her look really bad because she wasn't even willing to address these very official documents that were being talked about all over YouTube. So her rate at gaining subscribers has really plummeted. And if you look at her recent videos, her engagement is terrible. Her video, A Nice Break from Car Life, has 3,000 dislikes to 2,500 likes. The video where she thinks she's some kind of, sea life explorer has 2,400 likes to 3,500 dislikes. The Coffee Chit Chat Car Ride has 2,400 likes to 3,000 dislikes. And then the one Being Exposed has 5,000 likes to 5,700 dislikes. So obviously sometimes it's a little more 50-50, but as I said earlier, that would have been her best approach to this, is to just say as much as you can while protecting the full identity of your child. She could have come out with a video and given her side without going into great detail of like where her son lives, like what the past few years have been like for him. Like, we don't care about any of that. But when these court documents are being shown everywhere and you are being radio silent, it makes you look very guilty, especially when you continue to upload completely off-topic videos, avoiding the main concerns from these subscribers that built up your channel to over 85,000 subscribers. That's saying, I don't care about what y'all are seeing. I don't give a shit about your questions or your concerns. I'm going to continue to move forward and just ignore y'all because I don't care. I truly don't care. Because she knows that she also has some small audience still that will just believe anything that she says. She could literally say that she was dating the CEO of YouTube, and there would be some people that actually believe this just because they are so stuck on every word. And it's a weird obsession. And here I'm going to give my final thoughts because I don't want to just babble and get really boring. My final thoughts on this right now is that her content, let's take the car life and the being exposed and kind of the reaction side out of this. Her content is not anything super spectacular. She's not telling really intriguing stories or teaching people or entertaining them or responding to comments. Like, she doesn't even talk to people in her comment section as of lately. I think her pandering to people that are Christian or extremely religious is also just another side of this that comes off as very disingenuous to a lot of people, because she panders so heavily to the people who, you know, are really into Bible verses and really heavy in their faith. And, you know, typically that's not a big thing, but with her, she's using it as a false lifeline to make money off of those people by giving them sad fishing and Bible verses. In exchange, they might send her $5 or $10, and when you multiply that by hundreds of people, you have someone who is doing okay on their Cash App. So I just think it's disgusting. I think that she, you know, sporadically I'll talk about missed opportunities with YouTubers, and yeah, she's new and she might, you know, not have a lot of experience on YouTube, but I still think that any logical person can look at that and say that her not owning up to it and at least discussing it on a surface level, it was a huge missed opportunity, and that's where I stand on it right now. I think that there's the last thing that I'll say, I promise it's the last thing. There's this misconception that people hate Ari. And I can't speak for everyone, but I'll speak for myself. I don't hate Ari because I don't know her. I don't know enough of her content. I don't know enough of her personality to actually say, you know what, I probably would hate this person if I met them in real life. I just don't know enough about her. But the one thing that screams out to me anytime I see her photo or watch a video, it just comes off as very phony and fake and artificial and just very self-serving. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make money off of these people, to get clicks, views, attention, admiration. And I don't like people like that. I just don't. And I also can't stand lazy ass people. And I think that when she quit her job, it was not only her telling everyone that she's lazy, but I think that it was also her telling everyone that I'm entitled enough to know that some of these people watching me are sending me like crazy amounts of money and they're oddly obsessed with me, and I'm just gonna let them float my way. And I think that it's pretty gross. You don't even have to have known someone personally that was homeless to be able to look at her and all of her videos and be able to pick out that something is very wrong here. And that's not even covering the issue with her child. Anyone can look at this and kind of realize like, something is very off here. One thing before I let you guys go, Cece Suarez also did a video on Allinwithari. I will link it down below. She did link me in her description box, so I really appreciate that. I saw it earlier this afternoon, and although I have not finished watching the video, I'm going to as soon as I'm done here. So I will link her channel down below. So if you're interested, go check out her video. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for now. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.